Today on Critics Talk, we talking Netflix's Bandersnatch. Find out how you can help save the devil of Hell's Kitchen.
And we're brave enough to talk about surviving R. Kelly.
Stay tuned. Welcome to Critics Talk, episode 44. I am, as always, one of your hosts, Miggs Miguel, joined by the one and only Klep. How you doing, Klep?
Hey, I'm feeling good.
Happy New Year to you, bro.
Same, man, same. We're back at it again. New year, new episode.
Yo, is 2019 gonna be a new our year?
Yeah, it is, man, because I'm telling you, man, once we start doing the videos for these people, it's going to be insane. I can't wait.
Yo, Klep, real quick, though. New year, new you?
Nah, same old me. Same old G.
Man, I am the way I am, you know. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am?
Exactly.
In the papers and news, everywhere I am.
Yeah.
Yo, but what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling, man. I'm just...
Are you ready? Yo, tonight's a big night. Tonight's Golden Globes night.
Golden Globes, I know. By the time they hear this, though, it'll be over with. But,
yeah.
Know,
we're recording this Sunday.
We're going to make some predictions.
Yeah,
today.
well, for sure. You know, it's always fun to do things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're a fan of these award shows, right, Klep?
I am. I think they're a great way to celebrate. I mean, I know a lot of people get snubbed and a lot of people don't get the recognition that they deserve, but it's always a great night to see all these talented individuals come under one roof and celebrate one another.
Yeah, so, like, do they usually do, like, dope musical numbers at shows like this, like even the Golden Globes?
The Golden Globes is kind of low-key. It's not as grand as the Oscars usually. Sometimes it's a little more comedic. They have a little more fun with it. But I haven't seen any like grand old like musicals.
Yeah, right? Like I never hear like, yo, crazy ass performance.
Nah, usually this is like the fun one. This is like they'll have like a comedian guy come down and host it or someone or female, and it's a little more laid back than the Oscars.
Do we know the hosts for 2019?
You know what? I honestly haven't even like seen any promo for this at all.
Sandra Oh,
mm-hmm.
She's got that new show I think on Hulu.
Yep.
And Andy Samberg.
Oh yeah. That's right. I did see this promo. I'm losing my mind. That's right. So Brooklyn 9/11 is
Brooklyn
9/9,
bro. 9/11.
9/11
Kamikaze.
9/9. Sorry about that. Yeah. So what do you think about Andy? I think he's okay.
Andy's funny, bro. I like Andy. I'm a fan of the stuff he used to do on SNL. You know, I like the movies.
Hot Rod?
Yeah, bro. Hot Rod on the low. It's a very funny movie. Underrated. It's stupid, but it's super funny. Popstars the shit.
Oh, yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is mad funny. And, you know, I really enjoy Lonely Island's work.
So I think we're probably going to see a Lonely Island reunion tonight.
That's going to be huge.
Yeah, I think we'll see a Lonely Island reunion. Yeah, man. Dick in the box.
Yeah, bro. They brought all these. Lazy Sunday. Like, bro, when it comes to the SNL shorts.
Synergy.
Yeah, bro. They used to. The Natalie Portman one. It's like they've done 2 of those. Yeah. And he came back for the second one because this was like post his time in SNL. But like those are always great, bro. Shout out to him. Who do we? What are the nominations, Klep? Like, let's get into it, bro.
I'm surprised. There's a lot of stiff competition.
Let's go with the best picture right off the bat. Like, drama.
Best picture alone, dude. Like, we're talking Black Panther.
Whoa, yo, Marvel got themselves in nominations, kid.
Black Klansman, which was a great film.
Yeah,
it's good to see. This one I really enjoy seeing in the list because Spike Lee's been around for so long. He's a legend, and it's good to see that he can still do things that get recognized even in this time. You know what I mean? So, I grew up on a lot of Spike Lee films back in the early '90s and stuff like that. So it's good. It's good to see him still doing it. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
Which to me, I only think it's there because of what it is. It wasn't really a standout film to me, like it should have been. More hype because of the name.
Yeah.
If Beale Street Could Talk, I've heard about this film.
I've heard about it. I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it, but I'll definitely get to it before Oscar time because I make that an effort that I make sure that I go see all the nominations for the Oscars before the Oscars so I can talk shit whenever the person who deserves to win doesn't win.
You want to be in the loop. I feel you.
A Star Is Born, which I haven't gotten to see yet, but it's been getting raving reviews, and even the soundtrack itself has been like praised.
Yeah.
So
let's pick a winner out of this, Clef. And don't choose with your heart, because I know what you're gonna do. Don't choose with your heart. Choose with your mind.
I'm not gonna lie. I honestly think it's either gonna be A Star Is Born or Black Panther.
Yeah, I think we agree with A Star Is Born as the big winner there. Because as far as the hype and from what I've heard, like that's the one to watch, right? Or if anything, out of nowhere, if Beale Street Can Talk and just be like, dark horse.
If that wins, there's gonna be people crying and bitching. Because I mean,
welcome to 2018, bro. Someone's out there always forever crying.
I think A Star Is Born is gonna win, but I really want Black Panther to win.
Yeah, that would open a lot of doors for the movie, like the popular movie these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, Best Picture, comedy or musical, Clef? Hit me.
So Crazy Rich Asians, which phenomenal. It's
phenomenon, bro. Not phenomenal, phenomenon. Like that shit made so much money.
I haven't seen a movie like that since the Joy Luck Club, where it was just like completely like Asians and
Better Luck Tomorrow.
I never seen that one.
You remember that?
Better Luck Tomorrow.
Better Luck Tomorrow. Yo, little homework. Let's move on.
The Favorite. Never heard of that one.
Never have.
The Green Book, of course. I've heard of that one.
Yes, with homie Cottonmouth.
Mahershala.
Yeah.
Mahershala Ali. I want to make sure I don't butcher the name.
Cottonmouth, bro.
Yeah. To the fans, Cottonmouth.
Mary Poppins Returns.
Yeah, how did that make the list? Didn't that come out a little late?
It's a juggernaut, bro. Disney.
Yeah, but
enough said.
That dropped like last month.
And like it has what's his name? Lin-Manuel Miranda, bro.
Oh yeah, he's the guy.
Freaking Emily Blunt, bro. Like Disney, like yo, it's a hit.
And then The Bale.
Yeah,
Vice.
This is my pick for this.
You think Vice is gonna take this?
Yeah, bro. Vice is like not Vice, but Bale is just this dude can't do no wrong.
My pick is Crazy Rich Asians.
Okay.
So remember, you guys heard that first.
Yeah, so this is our first where we don't agree, but let's move on. Best performance by actor in a motion picture drama. Who do we have?
So we got Bradley Cooper for A Star Is Born.
All right, we got Bradley Cooper for Avengers Endgame as a raccoon. Nah,
this is interesting though, because we got Willem Dafoe for At Eternity's Gate, but not Aquaman.
Anyways, that's Aquaman. It was that a drama though?
I mean,
I would say more a comedy or musical.
Lucas Hedges, Boy Erased, Rami Malek, Bohemian Rhapsody, which I'm not gonna lie, his portrayal was spot on.
Yeah.
For Freddie Mercury. And then John David Washington for Black Klansman. And
that's Denzel's kid.
Yeah, Denzel's son, who is the lead role in that movie.
Hold up. You think he gets upset when people be like, yeah, that's Denzel's kid? He has to, bro.
I mean, he's using his dad's name. It's his fault.
No. Listen, it's your fault. Why you wanted him to pull a Nick Cage and just change his last name?
He should have just called himself John David.
Yeah, bro, but if your dad just happens to be Denzel Washington, why would you not even carry that?
Yeah, he sounds just like his dad.
He does. And in his later years, he's going to look a lot like him, too, I believe. But, yeah, like, do you think that's like a big shadow to live under?
Yeah, I mean, for him, yeah. I mean, but he's getting good roles.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he surrounded himself around good people who's giving him the roles. Like Spike Lee, he's worked with his dad. So he lucked up. He got in. You know what I mean? Like, most people have to really, really, really. I don't want to say that he didn't work for it, but I mean, look who his first roles with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spike Lee, like.
Well, he's been in Ballers for a few years now.
But I mean, talking major role.
Yeah, HBO, bro.
Who do you think is taking this? I'm going
with. I was gonna say Brad Cooper. But I think, and it's not going to Malik, just because like he's gotten looks before for Mr. Robot.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with Willem Dafoe, bro.
Willem Dafoe.
I don't know the movie.
I'm gonna go with Bradley
I feel
Cooper.
The name.
I'm going with Bradley Cooper on this one.
You are?
Yeah, I think he's gonna take that. Easy.
Yeah, I feel like just because he was directing in this movie, like they might give him that look on, like in another category.
Now, let's wrap it on this one right here. Best performance by actress.
Yeah.
Because I think this is a really, really, really tough.
And the nominees are.
So we got Glenn Close for The Wife.
Okay.
Lady Gaga for A Star Is Born.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole Kidman for Destroyer, but not Aquaman.
Yo, is this a slight at DC? Is that what you're doing here?
I just think.
Are you like, yo, DC movies aren't even getting nominated, son? Is that what you're doing? You're pushing your weight?
I just think it's funny. Like, you got two people who are both in DC films in this time, and they're not nominated for any of it.
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy for Can You Ever Forgive Me, which looks amazing, by the way. I don't know if you've seen this trailer.
I have no idea. And this is a drama, huh? That she's getting nominated
She plays an author who steals someone's work.
Okay, plagiarizing?
Yeah, something like that. And that's all I know. But it looks good. It's a drama. It's probably a little bit of humor in it because of her, but it looks amazing. I saw this trailer sometime last year, and it was probably only released in limited theaters and stuff like that. But it looks good. Yeah. I'll check it out.
And last but not least,
Rosamund Pike for A Private War. I have never heard of this.
Okay, I think I have, dude. Rosamund Pike, you know her though. Like, she's that blonde. She's been in tons of stuff.
Okay,
she's good. I could see her winning this. Although, I don't know, bro. Lady Gaga is getting a lot of hype for her portrayal.
Dude, I think A Star Is Born sweeping. It's sweeping everything this year. I really do. I really think A Star Is Born sweeping everything.
That's tough.
It's the smart choice.
Is it? Is that where your money be?
Because here's the thing, like these although I love these events and these award shows, I feel like they like to play it safe and they don't want to give awards to popular films.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like A Star Is Born is the safe choice for them because it's this is like the third remake of this movie, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah, this movie's been being remade like for every generation. So
what are like the previous remakes? Like, you familiar with them or not really?
I've never watched them. I just know the movie. But it's been being remade since the beginning of time. Let me see when the very first one came out. Was 1937.
Okay, wow.
1937. Then it was remade again in 1954. Then it was remade again in 1976. And that's being and then I think there's a 2010 version too.
Golly, that's wild.
Yeah.
It must be a really good movie.
It must be a very, very simple story.
It's a great story,
It has to be the most generic story ever that you can just keep remaking it for generations to come.
Yo, listen, according to Clap, this story hasn't been done enough yet, and it's going to get recognized for it once again.
Yeah, it's going to sweep.
Golden Globes tonight on NBC, and by tonight, I mean Sunday night. We're in the past.
Yeah.
By the time you hear this, we already would have known who the big winners are. But listen, a lot of these winners go on to become the favorites for the Oscars, right? So, this is why this is a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I think A Star Is Born is going to sweep everything. This and the Oscars, just because it's, again, the safe choice for them. Yeah. And it's the one that no one will argue. They'll be like, oh, I get it. Yeah, of course. A Star Is Born is going to win.
Cool.
Not taking anything away from these guys because, one, the music is phenomenal. The acting is phenomenal. It just came out at the right time where there's really no competition for it. And that's my take.
Yeah, bro. Yo, bro, I want to talk about something else, Clap.
What's up?
I want to talk about a crazy experience I had with, a piece of entertainment over the last few weeks. I'm talking about Netflix's Black Mirror's Bandersnatch, the Black Mirror movie that they released over the end of the year.
Yeah.
Bandersnatch, huh? So it's based on Is that a real choose your own adventure book, Bandersnatch Club? Are you familiar with it?
No, but let me explain my experience with the whole live action book thing. You remember the movie Big?
Big with
Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
So in that movie, remember when he worked for the toy company? Well, before when he was a kid, he was playing a computer game where he could choose his own adventure.
Yeah.
And then when he got the job, that was like his big seller. He wanted to make a comic book where you could choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
That was the very first time I've ever heard about anything like that. And I don't know if they ever made that because I've never played that as a kid.
Yeah, I never played anything like that either.
But it was a cool idea. And then comes, Bandersnatch, and I'm like, oh yeah, brought me right back. I remembered it instantly. I was like, I remember that, but that's my
your familiarity with this type of media. All right, so I'm gonna tell you mine since you already went and disclosed that. I play video games, Clep.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's a few video games out there that essentially they are choose your own adventures video games. Games like Heavy Rain for PS3, games like Beyond Two Souls, games like more recent Detroit Become Human. These are all by the same director, game creator David Cage over at Quantic Dream Studios.
Okay.
What they do is they basically give you a interactive movie. You make some movement with these characters, but at the end of the day, the bulk of gameplay comes to selecting choices. Choices that, as the game progresses, will lead you on a different path and a different ending, just like Bandersnatch, right? So, Bandersnatch, so based on the Black Mirror property that they've been producing for a few years now.
Which is great.
Which is awesome, right?
New Age Twilight Zone?
Yeah, New Age Twilight Zone with leaning towards like more technological type of deal, right?
Okay, yeah.
A lot of Black Mirror, right? So dark reflection of how technology affects humans these days, right? But Bandersnatch is a choose your own adventure movie. It's the first time anything like this has been made for Netflix specifically. So what happens is the story takes place in the 80s.
Yep.
This kid who's like a game programmer, he basically has an opportunity to work with a major game company to produce his game. And as the story progresses, it gets really dark. You know what I mean? The choices at first start with something super easy as like you choose what he gets to have for breakfast, whether it's Frosted Flakes or like Sugar Puffs.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, it's like, do you want to kill this person or not, son?
Yeah.
So it gets wild and it gets, like I said, very dark. And we should go. Let's go full spoilers, Cleb, because I'm very, very like curious about what endings you got.
Yeah, so I don't even remember. Like, I was just checking it out because I knew it was coming out and I heard about it. So I just first you have to have a compatible device.
Yes, it's not available in like every device that Netflix is available.
So I have a very nifty Samsung Smart TV, but my TV isn't within the last 2 years. So therefore, I had to use my phone. To watch it.
Okay, interesting.
Because I have updated devices, so I'm watching it on my phone, and I'm just kind of just choosing anything just to see what the fuck happens. And I got to the point where it was him and the weirdo looking kid from Detroit.
From Detroit, yes.
And
from We Are the Millers.
Yep. And
he actually got like into some beef online over this movie, and he had to like delete his Instagram social media pages.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't read too much into it, but yeah, it seemed a little odd because like nothing he did in this movie was crazy like that.
Yeah,
people are wild these days.
He's actually a great actor.
He is.
He was up for Pennywise.
Yeah, he actually got the role and dropped out.
Why?
I don't know.
Huh?
Maybe scheduling conflict or something.
That would have been interesting.
Yeah.
So I got to the point where they say choose who jumps off the cliff.
Okay. Yeah.
And I chose the star. I chose him. What's his Fionn Whitehead?
Yeah, the main kid.
Yeah, I chose him just to see what the hell was going to happen. And then the movie goes on, and they talk about how the game was created by the guy who committed suicide. It was really weird. I was like, what?
Yeah, okay, Clep, I'm so glad you said this because I had that same moment.
Yeah.
But very, like, their second choice in the movie, and that right there just took me out of it.
Yeah,
because like, okay, so my criticism with this movie and a lot of these games I mentioned before is that choice is really an illusion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the story wants you to go a certain way, and if you don't choose that path, they're gonna find a way to fold you back into it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what. Yeah, like, and that, like, that right there is just you gave us a premise, but you didn't really stuck to them guns.
Yeah, so that's the part with me. The problem with me was like I don't even know what the movie's about. I know that I'm in control of what goes on, but based on the things that the options they're giving us, like I don't know what the movie is supposed to be about.
Yeah.
And there's been times where it would like ask me if I want to just go straight to the credits.
That's wild.
Yeah. So and then I chose the other option where the other guy died and he didn't, and then the main character was like stricken with this guilt throughout the movie, and it's just really dark and really strange.
It's a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah, and I don't even know if I've seen the whole movie or like.
No. I don't think most people have, because like there's like hours and hours worth of footage in there that if you don't choose the correct path,
you're just gonna start over again.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep re-looping, and before you know it, you were lost in your own choices. The movie itself gets super meta. Like they're straight up like. At one point, they even reference you, the viewer, and the platform Netflix.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I thought that was pretty cool, but
the first ending I got was like a ridiculous one. Like it turned into like an action movie.
Oh, the part where he's with the psychiatrist, and then she's like asks him if he wants a little more action.
Do you want a little more action? He's like, hell yeah.
I chose the option where he throws the coffee in her face, and then they start fighting.
Yeah,
dude, it's cool just to see this shit play out, but at the end of the day, I don't know if anyone will ever go back to it.
Oh, dude, there's people out there there's tons of Easter eggs. There's people out there who's like hunting Easter eggs. Do you know there's an actual video game you can play of the movie? Like you get if you make certain choices at the end, you'll get a QR code which you can scan with your phone, which you know that game Nosedive that they talk about in the movie?
Yeah.
That's actual playable on your phone device.
That's intense.
It's an Easter egg, and I guess it's like really hard to get to it. So, I mean, kudos to Netflix for being brave enough to even doing something like this.
This is like a giant maze. This game is like a maze. It's like a mind fuck.
Yes. The movie, dude, you called it a game.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, it's like a game.
And that's how I described it. If Netflix wanted to make a video game, this is it.
This is kind of cool, though.
It is very cool.
If you have the time, for those gamers out there, I think this is for the gamers, because this is as interactive as it could get.
Even if you're not a gamer, though, like this is the closest thing to a video game that a lot of people will probably even give a chance to.
If you have the time, this will probably be your thing. You go in and watch it 100 times over. If I could watch it on my TV, I probably would watch it on my TV, but you know what I mean? But I'm not going to do this on my phone.
You could probably watch it on your computer, though.
Yeah. But it's just too much. I'm not going to sit and watch it on my phone.
Yeah.
But if I could watch it on my TV and really play around with the options, then I would.
Klep, would you watch another film in this like vein?
Probably. It depends. I mean, do you see this becoming commercial and they start putting like big names in these roles? That would be kind of cool.
I don't know.
Like Will Smith.
I think
He's in everything.
There will be more of these. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I feel like this is the first of many. It's so new, bro, that like I encourage everyone just to try it, because it's like a first time experience type of thing. I would love to see something like this come to the movies, though, where like, you know, how they tell you put away your cell phones. Mm-hmm. No, they're gonna encourage people. Hey, keep your cell phones on throughout the movies. We're gonna be making choices. It's gonna be popular opinion. It's what guides this movie. You know what I mean? Like that could be like something new. You know, a new way to like interact with your theater or something.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Or theaters that have the devices already set in.
Yeah, bro.
Because I don't see them with all the pirating and stuff.
No.
Really letting people. But there'll be like a specific theater for it.
Or maybe they give you like a specific device just for this. You know, like I heard they done something like this, and like when you go to Disney or something, like you make choices and like certain spots, like certain rides or something.
Yeah.
Shout out to Netflix though for being brave enough to doing this, and shout out to Netflix for one of their biggest hits, right? Like, yo, Bird Box came out also over the holiday. Everybody's watched this movie.
Bird Box is probably like the biggest thing
Netflix has ever done. Probably.
Yeah, at the end. Let's think of that.
Biggest like
viral, yeah, probably.
Yeah, viral for sure.
But I mean, Haunting of Hell House did well.
Yeah, it did well, but bro, Bird Box was like, it inspired like a whole challenge of dumbasses to go out there.
Why do you think that? Do you think? Here's the thing, though. Things that become memes are really people just trolling an idea.
Yeah.
I don't think people actually think Bird Box is a masterpiece.
No,
I really
it
think
wasn't.
that it's so ridiculous that people are like, I'm gonna go out and take pictures acting like this because it is a bit ridiculous. You know what I mean? They didn't do that to A Quiet Place.
No.
They didn't do it to Hush.
They didn't do it to Bright.
They didn't do it to Bright. You know what I mean? So I really think that the people really think that this movie is over the top. And the cast is what saves it. For me, the cast is what saves it.
Yeah, she's good in it.
She's good in it. Malkovich is good in it. And just seeing that group of people overall, even I can't remember his name.
Machine Gun Kelly?
No, not Machine Gun Kelly. The guy from Moonlight, the black guy.
Okay.
Like, you see these guys and you respect them in this movie because of who they are. If that was like a B-list cast, people would be shitting all over this movie. But it's not. And for that, we give it a shot.
Yeah, man, I really enjoy this movie. I thought I wasn't because I knew so much about it prior to watching it. But at the end of the day, the ride itself was really enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Sandra Bullock was great in it. I liked the story, man. Like, the ending was corny, of course.
Yeah.
Of course it was corny. And the fact that they never really explained, I don't have a quarrel with that. That's fine.
That was probably my biggest thing. And then the fact that this movie is just so on the nose, like, literally just feels like I said this before, like someone walked in the boardroom and was like, hey, you remember A Quiet Place? I need something just like that. And this movie was born.
Survival is hot. Like, that's the reason why Walking Dead is still a hit. You know what I mean? Like, even though it's not what it once was, it's still a hit. People want to know what people are going to do when times is tough.
Man.
You know? So shout out to them. I enjoy this movie, man.
You know, I feel like if this movie would have came out in the 80s, it would have been a smash.
Yeah.
Like a smash. Because it has like that quirky, just weirdo. Like, in the 80s, you could make any kind of horror movie and it didn't have to make any sense. And it become a cult hit. You know what I mean?
Yo, Klep, let's keep it Netflix, bro. Let's talk about, we got a release date for the newest season of Netflix's Marvel's Punisher. Yeah, I hate that I have to say it like that. But yeah, Marvel's Punisher is coming back for season 2, bro.
I can't wait. I'm excited for this.
When's the release date? When is our preview? Premiere.
I honestly, they dropped it in the trailer.
Yeah.
And I believe I missed it.
January 19th.
January 19th.
January 19th, we're going to get some more of Frank Castle's badass. Or is it the 18th? Anyways, yeah, we're going to get some more of Frank Castle, man, coming back. Do his thing, you know. John Bernthal?
John Bernthal.
Bernthal. Yo, he's coming back, bro. He's got his guns ready. And this time around, he's going to be taking on his best friend growing up, right?
Army. Billy Russo.
Billy Russo, a.k.a.
The Jigsaw.
The Jigsaw, bro. We've seen this character in the past. He was in that last Punisher movie.
It's January 18th, by the way.
January 18th. Okay, close enough. Yeah, he was in that last Punisher movie. He was who played Frank Castle then? It was
that guy.
Stevenson,
Warzone.
Ray
He's
Stevenson.
talking about Warzone.
Yes. Punisher Warzone. Frank Castle played by Ray Stevenson. And Jigsaw played by, homie from The Wire. What's his name?
Dominic West.
Dominic West, yup. And he was all messed up. He was like full Jigsaw.
I don't
think we're going to get that.
Yeah, no. They showed a little clip of
Billy Russo.
And he only had, from what I saw, it was just like a little scar or something. And then there was like a mask. I don't know if that mask was gonna play any part, but he had like a little scar on his face. I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be great anyways. It's a Punisher story that they do well with this show, but I just really wish that they would, go with the source material. You know how I am. I like the source material.
Yo, Klep, bro. How soon after the show premieres are we going to get a cancellation of this?
I give it a month.
You give it a month before they do it? I give it about a month because they want people to watch this regardless, right?
Yeah.
And if they say right from the get, like, yo, it's canceled after like 2 days after it comes out, people most likely are not even going to try to waste their time.
Or maybe I think they may announce it beforehand to get people, intrigued. They might even say something like, hey, watch the final season of Punisher while it's streaming now. You know what I mean? So maybe they'll say something right before they'll put out a press release or something that this is going to be the final hoorah.
What if we're all wrong, Klep, and we're just assuming Punisher and Jessica Jones is getting canceled, right? What if this assumption is wrong from us? Like, what's up?
I mean, I honestly think that, I'm hoping in my heart, I think that Disney is going to take these things over to the streaming service.
Yeah.
I think it's just the last run on Netflix. They haven't canceled Jessica Jones yet, right?
No.
So we have a season 3 coming.
We do.
So, well, that's because they were already in production before they canceled them.
I mean, really deep into production,
So, I mean, I honestly just think they're all going to move over, man. They're good. They're too good. I don't see Marvel, Disney just saying that. Let's just scrap this idea. It's just they're not bad.
They're not bad, and as of now, all these characters are nothing but a license to print money.
Yeah.
So why walk away from that?
Exactly. So I'm really hoping, in deep down my heart, that they're just gonna slide right over to the Disney streaming service. Cool. It could be the end of the run on Netflix, which is fine, whatever. But yeah, so I don't know. I think they'll be around.
Yeah.
I think they'll be around. I have high hopes. I think they will still be around in some way, some shape or form. They'll be around.
Listen, somebody that has these same type of hopes like you is Netflix's Daredevil's actor, Vincent D'Onofrio, who we known as, Kingpin, known as Wilson Fisk.
Vanessa.
I guess a few weeks ago or months ago, a fan started a petition for Netflix to revive Daredevil. And now it's been moving, right? It had around 20,000 signatures.
Yeah, the fan's name is Joseph Garcia, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to you, Joe. You out here trying to change the world, bro, and we stand with you. Now, but for real, though, this thing on its own had around 20,000 signatures. A hefty number, Club. But guess what happened?
What happened?
Mr. D'Onofrio got a look at his signature petition, and what'd he do? He signed it and he retweeted. And guess what happened, Clem?
What happened?
It just got a massive, upsale, right? Next thing you know, this thing's up at 77,000 signatures, Clem.
Damn.
Bro, that's bigger than a lot of cities.
Damn. I mean, it's a great show, man. The following is just this is probably the best thing Marvel has done in a long time. And Daredevil's always been one of my favorite heroes within the universe, so I can understand it. I mean, I should go in and sign this petition my damn self.
Damn, you still haven't,
I haven't.
Son?
You know what? I'm going to do that right now.
Live Clep is out here giving fake love, bro. He talks about it. He talks the big game.
I'm doing it right now.
But when it comes to putting your name or your money where your mouth is, I guess we can't count on Clep, yo.
So he's trying to get to 150,000, and I, sir, am signing right now.
He's going to be number 91,895.
This thing is going in real time right now.
As we speak, bro, yeah.
Look at 91,899.
Yeah, see?
900.
In the few seconds that I was here talking about it, 8 people signed it. Yo, shout out to what was his name again?
Joseph Garcia.
Josita. Man. He's out here trying to make a difference. Although, to tell you the truth, Clep, he ain't going nowhere. You know, the people have spoken. The people with the real power and the real voice behind these characters, they've spoken. Like you said, it might not be the last we've seen of these characters, but sadly, it is at Netflix.
Contact at wearecritics.com.
Oh, shoot. Yo, Clep, moving on, bro. Let's shout out the website before we do anything else.
Let's do it.
Shout out to wearecritics.com, man. This is where you can find the latest and greatest from us, the Critics crew. That's right. We Are Critics. We over on Instagram. We over on Facebook. We over on Twitter. We over on Snapchat. You can listen to Critics Talk, Let's Try This podcast at your favorite podcast platform, whether it's on the iOS podcast app, on the Google podcast app. We're on Spotify, Clep. We're on YouTube, Clep.
We are on YouTube.
Yo, shout out to Critics Music, bro. Yo, we just had Critics Music with us in the last 2 weeks, man. Shout out to Wade. Shout out to Dion. Shout out to the Hype King himself, Mark 4D.
4D.
WeAreCritics.com, man.
Check us out.
Keep up with us.
Everywhere, man. We're everywhere.
Yo, Cleb, I want to talk about some leaks that happened over the last few weeks.
Oh, yeah, man.
You know, as we grow closer to March, April, May, you know, closer to Endgame, a lot of these leaks are going to come through. And this time around, we over here. We're not giving you no spoilers, so don't sign off yet. But we over here giving you, you know, we talking about the synopsis leak for Avengers Endgame that just happened. I know you're a little bit more familiar with that than me, so why don't you go ahead and break it down for us?
So there was another leak. There's been numerous leaks about Avengers 4, aka Avengers Endgame, and this one seems a lot more believable than the ones that we've seen or the ones that we've read. I'm not gonna get into it too much because, again, it could be a lot of spoilers that I don't want to spoil for people. But from what I'm seeing, this one is a lot more believable, a lot more grounded. No direct deaths or any spoilers were given. But for the most part, it seems a little more legit. I don't know.
So why don't you tell us a little bit, Clap? Don't be afraid, bro. We want to know.
Basically, a lot of it has to do with Tony being on the ship in the beginning, and
so about how he finds his way back. In survival.
So there's a fan theory stating that the ship that he's on, which was the Guardian ship,
yes,
has a GPS mode in it where whenever there's a time in crisis, it's designed.
It goes somewhere specifically
to go to Rocket.
Okay.
So it's looking for Rocket's pod.
Rocket's on Earth.
Yeah, so it's looking for Rocket's pod, which was left on Neverdalia.
Oh, okay.
And Tony ends up on Neverdalia.
So we're gonna get that ultimate Iron Man suit.
So something we're gonna get. I think we're gonna get a new gauntlet. And then there's a scene with Ant-Man who somehow, some way has the time stone.
Okay.
And he's spoken to Doctor Strange.
Interesting. Very interesting. Because the only way he could have done that is if he went through
time.
The time tunnels that they spoke about in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, so...
Very interesting, Clep, man. I can't wait for this movie. Yo, before we move on, I just want to send a shout out. Over on Reddit, I saw... there's this kid, not a kid, he's like my age, 32. He's passing away soon, he's losing a battle with cancer. And he wants to watch Endgame before he goes. He only has a month or two left. He's not gonna make it to April, and there's I think his name's Alex. I think Endgame for Alex is the hashtag going around, and I just want to throw that out there, man. If there's anything we can do to help this guy out, watch Endgame, before his departure, his personal Endgame, let's try to make that happen, man. He's a fan like us, and he should see this movie early if possible.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, definitely. I mean, and it sucks. I mean, so ironic that's called Endgame.
Yeah, Endgame for hashtag Endgame for Alex, man. For real, man. This is it's a sad story, but like he's a fan like us, man, and like we would hate to part ways, from this world and not.
I would love to be in that theater with him.
Yeah, man.
Like we should give a whole private screening just for Alex.
Yeah, kind of like what's that movie, Fanboys, with Seth? Was it Seth Green?
What?
Where they were like trying to say it was the same thing. One of his boys was dying, and they were like trying to get him to watch.
That was
The Phantom Menace or something before he died.
Fanboys.
Yeah, Seth Green.
No, that wasn't Seth Green. That was what's that dude's name? The big dude with the curly hair. Kind of. I can't remember who was
anyways,
in
bro. No, it's just a similar premise, man. And
yeah.
Hopefully, we praying for him, bro. Hopefully, Alex will get to watch Endgame and it'll be everything that he wishes it was, right? Everything that we wish it was for us, for him.
Listen, I was just talking about that earlier with a friend of mine. Like, dude, we have to stay well.
Yeah.
Like, we have to make it.
I just lost 100 pounds. I'm trying to live, baby.
No, like, can you imagine not being able to finish life? Getting cut off right before, like
before the end of Game of Thrones, yeah, bro. Before the end of Avengers Endgame, yeah, bro. This is stuff that, like, I guess it's not something that I think about a lot, but every now and then it's just like, fuck, man.
It's like, it's like I'm on the road and I'm like, I gotta do the speed limit. Yeah, I have to drive carefully. I gotta stay away from big trucks.
You know what I mean?
Like, I need to make it to April, bro.
You gotta click that seatbelt, bro. To all the critics out there, if you're trying to watch Endgame, make sure you click that
seatbelt.
Please,
eat well.
Stay with us.
Exercise. Drive safely. Because Endgame is coming.
You want to be around for that.
You want to be around for this.
Yo, Clep, let's talk about something else, bro. And we're going to keep it Marvel just because, it's sort of what we do, but it's something that Marvel's doing now that's starting to bother me a little bit, and I just want to air my grievances. Although I know Festivus just passed, this is my time to air my grievances. Bro, they're starting on a whole retconning campaign. Retconning is a term in comic books that they would use when they use events in the future or in the present to change what has happened in the past. So they're starting to do this with the cinematic universe. The first example I have of this is now Marvel saying that, Loki in Avengers, the first Avengers?
I do.
You know how he was the main antagonist, him and his Mind Stone staff? Well, they're saying that this whole time, when he was evil, he wasn't evil, really. He was just under the influence of the stone. How do you feel about this, Clep? Because now, we're turning into Loki apologists now that he's gone. We're getting a new show on the Disney Plus streaming service all around Loki. You think they're just trying to make him into a more likable character before this, so the show is more of a success?
I honestly think that they are. Like, I feel I can't even hate on it though, but I mean, he's a villain though. He's always been a villain, but he's always been like an on the fence villain.
Yeah, even in the comics, right? He's always, because he's the god of mischief.
Yeah.
Like he can't be essentially good. At his most basic, he needs to be mischievous.
So
he's a Dennis the Menace. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And he's very selfish.
He's never gonna like burn your house down, but you know what? He's gonna light up a bag of poop in front of your door and let you step on it and get your shoes dirty. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's a cool concept. I see what they're trying to do, but I don't know. I just think that they're reaching.
They're definitely reaching.
They're definitely reaching, and it's like, Marvel, come on, you guys have starting to have really good villains. Like, why do you have to try to take that away? Like, just go with it, just roll with it. Some people got to be bad. Some people got, you know what I mean? Like, so there has to be villains in order for there to be heroes. Just run with it.
Yeah. Listen, I feel like this is not gonna be the last time we've seen this. You know what I mean? Like, eventually they're gonna try to probably change something else, bro. You know what I mean? Maybe, I don't know what's that gonna be, but hey, we're gonna be here and we're gonna call them out when they do it.
Yeah. And my cat is losing his mind right now.
He really is. I don't know if you guys can hear him. But Clep, let's talk about something else. Switch it up. DC, man, bro. They out here trying to get more characters on TV. Not only are they not happy with all the new characters they introduced on Titans, right? Mm-hmm. They trying to make a new series out of the Kate Kane character introduced in the Elseworlds crossover event that just happened. Batwoman.
Yeah.
They try to make a Batwoman TV series. Damn, why couldn't just say
that?
Well,
I knew they were gonna do that was the plan. They were supposed to do a Batwoman television series, but I don't think it got the buzz that it was supposed to get off of Elseworlds.
Now you watch Elseworlds?
No, I didn't watch Elseworlds.
You still haven't watched it?
I wasn't really all that interested.
Whoa.
I heard good things, but I haven't heard anyone raving about Batwoman.
I wasn't a fan.
So I think that was a shock for them. I really think that they thought this was going to take off, and they were going to go right into the TV series.
But listen, Clep, there's some intrigue here because the person that they hired to direct the pilot episode is none other than David Nutter. If you've heard that name in the past, if you remember seeing it somewhere, it's because he's directed some of your favorite episodes from your favorite TV shows.
Okay.
He did the Reigns of Castamere episode for Game of Thrones. Bro, you don't know what that means, but to the fans out there, to the critics out there, all I gotta say is 2 words. Red Wedding. That's right. David Nutter directed The Red Wedding, which is one of the most shocking episodes in all of TV history. I'm not talking about just Game of Thrones history.
Yeah.
I'm talking about all of TV history.
Wow.
So
what season is that in?
Oh, I want to say this is season 4 or 3. I'm not sure.
I gotta go peep.
Oh no, you need to watch all because there's a lot of context there. If you just jump there, it's not the same.
I'm never gonna escape this.
Yeah, bro. Reigns of Castamere.
I do promise you this.
The Red Wedding.
I do promise you this. Man.
One day.
I will get caught up before the last season of Game of Thrones.
Okay, so I just saw something on Reddit the other day. You need to watch 5 episodes per week to caught up before the
starting
premiere.
When, now?
Yeah, you're already late. So yeah, that's what it is. Cleb, let's get into it, bro. That's right. The moment y'all been waiting for, Surviving R. Kelly, the documentary recently came out. And there is a whole lot of weird stuff that was in it. Clep, you watched it?
You know when you think you have when you have this friend and you think you know this friend, and then
I'm not claiming R. Kelly to be my friend ever, bro. I'm not doing that.
Oh man, this was a mind blower. I mean, it wasn't even really that far fetched because we knew, we saw the tape years ago.
Yes,
I think I was in high school at the time.
We heard the news.
Yeah, we've heard the news. So, but people just kind of just left it what it was and didn't go back to it. And then you see this documentary, and Lifetime, dude, they're on some Dateline. They did some research, and they got creditable people sitting in front of this camera talking what they know. I mean, Charlamagne the God, Wendy Williams. I mean,
John Legend.
R. Kelly's mama.
His mom's is in it.
His wife is.
Wait, does she? Do they speak ill of Robert Kelly?
This series, 150% shits all over R. Kelly's life.
Whoa.
I am surprised that he is not in handcuffs right now due to this show.
Wow.
But
it's all allegedly, intense. Right? It's not.
They're not talking like it's allegedly. They're talking yeah, I saw it happen. He used to do it. He's a weirdo. He's a monster.
What was the biggest oh my god moment that you got from the show?
That he literally purposely goes out and preys on young girls. Specifically the ages of 14 to 17.
God damn.
And there was one girl particularly that he was messing around with, and he forced her to have a threesome with another girl who she thought was the same age as her. And then one day they were talking and hanging out, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna be 15.
Oh fuck.
So that girl didn't even know that the girl that they were messing with was younger than her. So
this is very uncomfortable.
Yeah, this is dark. This is very dark. I'm surprised that after this show that R. Kelly is not in handcuffs right now. Even on some like, hey, we need to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, man. I saw a clip of it, and it was when he was talking about his obsession with his mother when he was a kid. Do you remember this clip?
No, I don't remember.
He talks about like his mom used to drink coffee and like stain the coffee cup with like lipstick, and he would like purposely wait for her to be gone and like sip the coffee out of like the lipstick side because like he just wanted to be like wicked close to her. It sounded so fucking creepy, dude.
This dude, listen, he was literally like pretending to like manage artist females and like not letting them go home and just having them like stuck where he was. There was people were talking about there was a room and he had buckets in the corners and that's where they took shits and piss and they weren't allowed to like go use a regular bathroom. Dude, this is a movie waiting to happen. This is like Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, Silence of the Kells.
On a whole nother level.
Is this a remix to Ignition? What? What am I?
Out the kitchen.
Yo, what?
Dude, it doesn't even sound real. Like, you're like, wait, 1 minute you're like, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. And then you're like, hold up, this guy is like.
You're like, yo, but I used to believe I could fly.
Like Saw. Like, straight, like. This is like evil villain shit in a movie. Like, it doesn't even make any sense.
Mr.
Like,
Glass, bro.
My mind is blown, bro. Like three nights of this. It was like episode 1 was like, holy shit. And episode 2, you're like, there can't be more. There cannot be more. And then, yeah, they hit us with the finale.
Oh, clap
on Saturday.
I feel dirty, bro. This is how I felt after watching Hereditary.
Dude, I'm shocked right now that R. Kelly is not in handcuffs right now. Like, there's no news article saying police are investigating the weirdness of R. Kelly due to Lifetime's TV show.
Clep, listen, I wanna encourage all the critics out there. If you're a fan of R. Kelly, please go ahead and take a look at this documentary, Surviving R. Kelly, because I mean, it will open your eyes to a lot of the stuff that's been said about the man throughout the years. But at the end of the day, just like Michael Jackson, you know, like he has a musical legacy too, you know, that like it's gonna be very hard to separate from the person. It's challenge, you know, but I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how people are gonna look at his musical legacy after the fact of this documentary making its rounds.
Yeah, and then it gets really in depth with like Aaliyah in their situation as well too. How they were married when she was 16 and it was annulled, I think by the parents or whatever like that. But the fact that, dude, you're even marrying a 16-year-old, I don't give a fuck.
It's just weird, bro. Like nah,
what your connection is, like
it's illegal. And nah, bro.
Yeah, so it's really odd. It's really an odd situation.
Yo, Clep, I feel like I need a shower, so I gotta go, bro. Let's wrap things up, and you want to leave the critics out there with a little something.
Yeah, man. As always, Critics Talk. We want you guys to make sure you wake up, be passionate, create, and repeat. And we are out.
Critics Talk. Peace.